Well, hello my darling. You've found me. I've been way up here in the sky, conducting some important tests. And, well, this last stack of stone blocks didn't stay up very long. I ended up knocking it down when I was trying to get the roof in place. Oh well, such is the nature of doing experiments. You're going to have failures, but from them, we can learn about what does not work, so we can sooner discern what will bring success. One thing is certain, whether we are speaking literally or figuratively, structural integrity matters most, if you wish to build a lasting foundation. Otherwise, it is only a matter of time before the bottom drops out, and the entire structure could come crashing down. This is certainly not the beautiful palace that I had envisioned. Ugh, drafty and grey, and cold. There are not enough tapestries in the world to cozy up this place, wouldn't you say? Hello again, my darling, and welcome to the top of Tumbling Tower, a lofty old structure of unnecessary height, being that it sits on a floating mountain in the sky. That's right. We are standing at an elevation of about 3,400 meters above sea level. I've been way up here conducting some important tests about structure and integrity. That's why this isn't the cozy castle of my dreams. This structure was built for the purpose of testing the physics of my curious little world and for observing the effects they have on the materials in this environment. Let's take a look at a few key points before we run this test. That block fell down in the process of building this very precarious structure. I'm considering it a bit of luck, since it will be my only sure point of escape if, or rather when, the structure fails. You see this fallen pillar? That used to sit at the top of this stack. Well, no more will it be able to support the weight of the roof in the center. That means that the entirety of the weight will be distributed to the outside walls. Don't worry, I'm safe for now, because I am holding up the weight of the roof until we conduct the test. Let me give you a quick peek. Did you see it? The gap between the roof and the top of the wall. That was too quick, so let me show you again. I will go much slower this time. Get a good look at it. There, you see. Once I release my hold on the heavy roof, the great weight of it will be resting on those walls. Then we shall see if they are strong and stable enough to hold it up. An object at rest tends to stay that way until a new force or pressure is exerted on it. If there is enough opposing force to carry the weight, it may hold up as long as it remains stable. That will be the test, and think we are ready to begin. I will get myself into position next to my only point of egress. If the roof ends up crashing down, I can jump out to avoid getting crushed. Of course, then I have a very long fall to get to the ground. Well then, time to run this little test. Here we go. I'm going to release the rooftop and let gravity take over. Whoa. The entire structure shook when I released the heavy roof. The walls seem to be holding up for now, but do you hear that? It sounds like, oh, yes, this place is going to collapse very soon. I have to be careful. I will need to jump at just the right moment. Be ready. Ooh, those walls are losing stability, swaying under the weight of the roof. It's just a matter of time before they buckle under the pressure, and gravity takes the whole thing down. Okay, Notice, my darlings. Ready. Oh my, danger, watch out. Come on, let's do it. Jump. Now. Yikes. Holy, dizzying heights, Batman. This is going to be a long fall to the ground. We are accelerating at a rate of 9.8 meters per second, according to the physics. We will be traveling very quickly one way. Hit the dirt. Prepare for a hard landing. The ground is quickly coming into view. We are falling so fast. This is going to be a crash landing. Brace yourself for impact. Wow, that was intense. And lucky me, I landed in the river and I'm still in one piece. Well, guess it's time to clean up. Hey, just look at that mess. Yup, hee. These blocks are scattered everywhere. In the water, among the trees, all over the yard. Sheesh. I'm going to be gathering the pieces for a good while, but I don't mind at all. It's worth the effort when the reward is so great. We've learned something very valuable about foundation, structure and stability. I don't need a lofty tower in the sky to feel successful. I'd rather be grounded right here, because this is the cozy little castle of my dreams. Thank you for being witness to the event, my darlings, and may the foundations you built bring you long-lasting peace and prosperity. Hey, hello there, my darling. So, you're still with me, are you? Well, why don't you come along for this inspection? I have returned to the test site to gather more data. There is plenty of useful information that we can collect by studying the aftermath. Besides, I'm not sure if you noticed, but something very curious happened when the roof fell. From what I could tell, it ended up leaning over and staying on the top of the tower. I had fully expected the tower's crown to come crashing down to the ground. Perhaps some of those walls managed to hold it up. Somehow. We shall see very soon. Yes, I was right. The roof is still here. Wow, that's very strange. The walls aren't holding it up at all, but something has to be. This is precisely why these inspections are necessary. You could be leaving out some very important information about the test results. Best to be thorough. The data has to be reliable in order to prove useful for the future. Let's get a better look at this and figure out this mystery. Oh, I see what has happened. There was one pillar that I missed. That is not being affected by gravity or any other forces. As it is, it could hold up any amount of weight. That is why the roof did nothing to it. This is a great opportunity to show you how that is done, so perhaps you can conduct your very own experiments. Right-click on the object and choose Edit. This opens up all of the object's properties. Next, you will click to select the Object tab, and below that, you will see the choice to make the object physical. This will apply physical properties to the object and will allow it to be affected by forces, and gravity will take over. Careful. Once you let it go, it will drop off. Oh, ouch. Oh boy. Ah well. Good time for a safety tip. When handling heavy loads overhead, always make sure you're well clear of the danger zone. Since we're on the subject of safety, it is wise to remember, any structure that has become unstable, where the foundations and the supports have been compromised, then it has become unsafe. In time, the structure will fail and fall, which can put lives and property at risk. If you wish to keep the structure safe for everyone, those points of weakness need to be strengthened. Otherwise, rather than letting it crumble, it would be better to take the old structure down safely and build up a whole new one. These principles can not only be applied to physical structures, but also to the support structures and foundations of our own lives. Yes, it's abstract, but thinking in comparatives and parallels can sometimes give new wisdom to old knowledge. Thank you so much, darling, for being here with me to witness this physics experiment. Although it left a big mess on the ground to clean up, it was quite a thrilling ride, wasn't it? Ahaha. Yeah. Good luck, darling, and stay safe.